Alright guys, I get it. You want me to try Voxy. Alright, I will. And I will see for myself if it's better performant or better looking or both. Let's get into it. First off, I'm running Voxy with Chunky to preload the chunks at 4096 blocks, which is 256 chunks that I'm running distance horizon at. And these are the settings. They are the same resolution, same shaders, same everything. So even playing field. So let's test it out. What can we see? Alright, well, right away we can see that Voxy is using a lot more memory. Those textures at a distance come at a cost, memory and flicker, as you can see right there. And we'll come back deeper into it later in the video, right? For now, let's take in the scenery and see the performance difference, which is not a lot. It's pretty similar, to be honest. They both done rendering the chunks, so even playing field, again, the flicker in the background. But as soon as we turn into an area with a lot of water, you can see that Voxy is actually starting to choke. I don't know on what, I guess the GPU. It makes no sense to me, but it does. Look at the FPS difference, it's massive. And I've replicated this over and over. It's always with a large, puddle of water and stuff. And here we zoom in. Obviously Voxy looks better, but you saw a CPU spike. If you didn't, go a little bit back and you see, I don't know why, and the flicker again, and here again, zoom in, a lot more realistic on the Voxy side, which is really nice. But you need a lot of VRAM, and here again the huge frame dip if we zoom in on water. There's nothing interesting here, but the frames are horrible. And here again, same issue, like I said, I could replicate it over and over. Now, let's fly a little bit and see how the performance is, about the same route. Right away you can see more pop in on Voxy. I mean, it is the same, but it's more annoying on Voxy in my opinion. Let me know what you think. I think it's way better looking on distance horizons. And distance horizons not even on the highest settings. And look now, look at the CPU usage of distance horizons and check the frame graph, This is the reality of distance horizons. If you walk or fly too far, it will start loading in new chunks, and as you can see, that's not really great for your performance. But once it's done loading those chunks, performance will be great again, and Voxy does not do that, so it will only show what you already had unlocked, or if you use Chunky like me, it will force something like, Distance Horizons already does out of the box. And here's interesting, because Voxy is apparently performing better over a puddle of water when it's raining, which is really, interesting, but here it's not again, so I don't know what it gives, guys, but they're pretty similar in terms of performance. I don't know, it's really similar. It doesn't really matter. It's really more of a thing, what you prefer. Are you zooming in a lot? Then maybe Voxy is better, because you're actually seeing the textures. If you're just playing the game, not zooming in all the time, then maybe Distance Horizons is better, easier to set up, and it often performs a little bit better, but not always, but most of the time it performs a little bit better. And it doesn't have the annoying shimmering in the background. I personally really dislike that. So that is really the conclusion of this video. And with that, we are going back to the shimmering one more time, because this is a deal breaker for me personally. I don't know about you guys. And I really only saw this with white, with the snowy mountains, but yeah, I don't like this. Really annoying. And I guess if you avoid snowy mountains, then maybe you're fine. But yeah, no, I'm not a zoomy guy anyway. I won't zoom in, so I don't really notice the low poly blocks of Distance Horizons. So let me know what you think. Which one do you prefer? Do you still prefer Voxy? Is it performing better than Distance Horizons for you? And if so, is it after it's done rendering or before? Because if you just load it up, it will take hours to, render all the chunks. So let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.